Rocky Mountain Construction is known for revamping old wooden coasters with newer steel tracks. Famous works of theirs include Steel Vengeance, Lightning Rod, and Iron Gwazi. However, with new technology and wooden coasters and various other reasons, RMC is slowly falling off. Here is what we can expect from the future of Rocky Mountain Construction. Before we dive into the future, we have to dissect RMC's past and present. Starting in 2001 by Fred Grubb, RMC started doing retracking on roller coasters, mainly on rides in the nearby Silverwood theme park in northern Idaho, being only miles from RMC's headquarters in Hayden, Idaho. Silverwood's two wooden coasters, Timber Terror and Tremors, received work from RMC before Alan Schilke joined the team in 2009. Alan Schilke previously designed roller coasters on Arrow's design team, such as Tennessee Tornado and X2. With his experience and help, the team at RMC designed a revolutionary coaster track called the iBox track. This steel track could replace the old wooden coaster track, and with additional structure added to the original rides, the ride could experience new twists and elements. In 2011, Six Flags Over Texas took the chance and hired RMC to work on Texas Giant. Opening in 2011 was the new Texas Giant, the first ever RMC, and this kickstarted arguably the most well-known roller coaster company. Six Flags loved the ride so much that in the upcoming years, nearly every major park in the chain received one of these coasters. These included Twisted Cyclone, Iron Rattler, and Twisted Colossus. In addition to these rides, RMC built ground-up wooden coasters, most notably Outlaw Run and Lightning Rod. Outlaw Run being one of the first wooden coasters with an inversion, and Lightning Rod being the first ever with a launch. However, these, Goliath, and Wildfire are the only top-of-track wooden coasters out there. In 2015, 2016, 2018, and 2019, RMCs were huge hits. With older Woodies needing constant repair, new RMCs could easily replace the less popular rides. However, this changed in 2020. It's important to note that in 2018, RMC introduced the first ever single rail coaster, known as the Raptor model. These rides were capable of very tight inversions and elements due to the small trains. In 2018, two of these prototypes were built, being Wonder Woman and Railblazer. However, in 2020, there were only two RMCs built. One was Jersey Devil, and the other was Iron Gwazi. But because of the incidents in 2020, Iron Gwazi was pushed back to 2022. You may think that there had to be another conversion since then, but no. The only two rides built other than Iron Gwazi was more Raptors, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, and Stunt Pilot. That brings us to the present. What's happening to RMC conversions? Is RMC falling off? Iron Gwazi was the last conversion since 2019. Wildcat's Revenge is opening up in 2023, the RMC redo of Wildcat at Hershey Park, but also there are no signs of RMC in any other wooden coasters. Usually, RMC previews a site and starts construction a year in advance, but nothing has been seen. Not even ground-up RMCs are being teased, the latest being Air Force One opening hopefully in a few weeks. But other than that, it is awfully quiet. So what happened? Let's dissect what's happening in the company itself. Why are there no ground-up hybrids? The answer is simple. The RMC Raptors are just more popular than actual hybrids because of costs. Wood is harder to maintain than steel. Also, these RMC Raptors have many more possibilities than the hybrids, with tighter elements being possible. These Raptors can fit in almost any park, except for the really big parks. However, that makes another problem. Raptors are being built at the biggest Six Flags parks. Why? These are meant for smaller parks. More on that in a future segment. Why aren't there any conversions though? The reason for this is also simple. There aren't any rides to convert. Most wooden coasters either have been converted already or are owned by Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair does not have a good relationship with RMC. Also, some wooden coasters have already been touched by other companies. One of these companies that's hurting RMC is GCI. Great Coasters International is a wooden coaster manufacturer known for its smooth and newer wooden roller coasters. This company is part of the reason RMC is running out of rides to convert. All of GCI's newer roller coasters are smooth, fast, and intense, and still provide the classic wooden experience that most parks are looking for with that classic wooden rumble. The hybrids may look like Woodies, but they do not provide the same classic experience. No parks in the near future will ask RMC to convert these GCIs unless they are older GCIs such as Roar at Six Flags America. GCIs are strong coasters that are valued in any lineup. But that is not all GCI has done. GCI and Skyline have a new track type, nearly identical to the iBox conversions known as Titan Track. This steel track is already in place on wooden coasters around the world, such as Predator, White Lightning, and Wolverine Wildcat. This Titan Track is similar to the iBox track, But instead of redoing a whole coaster, the Titan track can simply replace rough sections of the ride. This results in a more comfortable experience with the nostalgic wooden feel without necessarily changing the layout. The genius of the Titan track is resulting in more customers who want to keep their wooden coasters, especially with Cedar Fair, which has a better relationship with GCI. GCI is a genius for creating the Titan track, which will compete highly with RMC. Another company that is directly competing with RMC is the Gravity Group. Gravity Group, based out of Cincinnati, is known for making rides such as the Voyage. Their new wooden coaster track features a vertically placed track instead of a horizontal one, which will result in a smoother ride experience and also less wear and tear. This revolutionary design has already been in place on the Beast and the Racer at Kings Island, and will soon be in place on Grizzly at Kings Dominion. Cedar Fair is loving this new track design on their wooden coasters. Like the Titan track ride experience, this vertical wooden track is keeping the wooden experience. However, Gravity Group is keeping the wooden rumble even more than GCI, as Gravity Group's track is still wooden instead of steel. This means parks are also more tempted to buy this instead of the Titan track. Gravity Group's track is also capable of changing the layout minimally, like adjustments to angles and banking, making the ride even more comfortable and the company more approachable to customers. So what does the future look like for RMC with both of these companies competing? Here's my bold prediction. I think that RMC is nearly complete with the conversions, at least in America. Europe still has a couple of coasters that could really use the RMC treatment, mainly Bandit, Stampeda, and especially Coaster Express. I think that RMC's main source of revenue now will be through the Raptors. However, the Raptors shouldn't even be selling to larger parks. Once the T-Rex, another single rail coaster, is released, hopefully, I think that it'll be the largest source of income. This is because of the tight elements, large capacity, and the chance that it will reach over 500 feet in the air. For parks to have a ride over 500 feet, which RMC has advertised as being possible, with a lift hill will be incredible, and will be by far the most profitable ride if it opens. However, until then, the Raptor is still the main source of income. Also, ground-up hybrids could be a good source of revenue. Busch Gardens Williamsburg is rumored to be receiving a ground-up RMC soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if other parks lacking a big intense coaster would build a ride with a similar style to Air Force One. This means parks will have rides with Outer Bank turns and tons of airtime. Also, another bold prediction, I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing launches on RMC Raptors. Launches are the way to go right now, especially with spikes and swing launches. If RMC wants to maximize profits, this would be the way to go. Raptors could also get more extreme elements like Outer Banks launches and maybe even some more unique inversions such as a Cobra roll or non-inverting elements. I still think Raptors will be more common than ground-up conversions due to maintaining wood and also more complex elements. So for the future of RMC, I would expect fewer rides overall, but expanded layouts on the Raptors and maybe a T-Rex in the near future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment what you think of the future of RMC, and have a great rest of your day.